Get all of that. Introduce yourself in the chat. Type it in. Hey there, Jen Lehner here. If we haven't met, I help entrepreneurs develop systems, strategies, and support to grow their businesses. And welcome to the AI Strategy Club. I am so excited to welcome you here today. So while we are getting set up over here behind the scenes, make sure you settle in and have a pen ready. Get your coffee, your tea, your water, whatever. And then after you get all of that, introduce yourself in the chat. Type it into the comments where you are. Let us know a little bit about your business and maybe share with us your current favorite AI tool and how you're using it. And I'd love to hear what you want to most get out of this live stream and in these live streams to come. And like I said, I'm setting up back here, but I'll be checking into the chat. And also, this is just a great way for you to get to know your other viewers and AI enthusiasts. So every Friday for a couple of months now, I've been going live to share with you relevant AI tools, new tools that I think might shift the needle for you in your business. And I always usually feature a great new prompt that I've run across. And then we usually end with just cool stuff, like you may not be able to use it in your business, but something cool that you ought to see. Oh, and we also do cover a little bit of the news. And every recording of this AI Strategy Club lives inside of our AI Strategy Club portal. We also have a twice monthly internal strategy calls just for the club members, where they ask questions and get support on a variety of things, from business development, marketing strategies, systems creation. There's a whole library of content there as well. So I'd love for you to join us. You could just check out frontrowvip.com/AI to learn more. So let me get my coffee situated over here. Make sure to introduce yourself in the comments so we can all get to know each other. And I'll see you in just a second. And just a second is now. In the beginning of that video where I'm like, and I'm just preparing over here behind the scenes, you have no idea. I am scrambling because, oh my gosh, it's like this stuff happens at warp speed. And it's like, all throughout the week, I'm collecting information that I want to share with you. And then something comes out that is like more important, takes priority. And then I have to figure out like how I'm going to show it to you, what I want to say about it, yada, yada, yada. If we aren't acquainted yet, my name is Jen Lehner. I help people, specifically entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, with strategy, systems, and support. And in this live stream, we focus on AI and all the stuff that's happening and practical ways, use cases that you can use AI in your small business. Today is really going to be focused on the biggest announcement of the week, which was from ChatGPT. And feel free to chat with me in the comments as well. We're broadcasting live a couple of different places on Facebook and on LinkedIn and on YouTube. But your comments will show up and I will see them and your questions. So let me know where you're watching, where you are in the world. Anyway, ChatGPT made this big announcement about ChatGPT 4.0, 4 little o. Okay. So, and they did this very, strategically the day before Google made their big announcement. And both of them really had amazing things to share with us. So a bulk of what we're going to talk about today is I'm just going to show you some demos of what is now possible with ChatGPT 4.0 and over in Google. So first of all, the O stands for Omni-model. It's available for free and paid users. So that's a big thing. So 4.0 is available for you can get it for free, unlike Turbo, but paid users are going to have 5 times the capacity. Free users will soon be able to access the GPT store. 4.0 combines transcription, and we're going to look at all of this in action, but 4.0 combines transcription, intelligence, and text to speech all in one mode. There is a desktop assistant that can hear and see what you are working on, which is beyond. They're rolling out their IPA at a reduced cost, which means that's going to save all of us money, right? So if those third-party tools you're using, they're all sitting on top of OpenAI, well, they're going to pay less. Then hopefully they pass that savings on to us. They demoed, which we're going to see, a live view model. So basically being able to use vision with ChatGPT in real time. There is now reduced latency. If you've played with it at all, you've noticed there's just less of a lag. It feels very natural now, much more human-like. They've added like emotion into the voices. It's crazy. And all of the features, like I haven't been able to try all these features because they haven't rolled out to me yet. We're all going to have them soon enough, like in the next couple of weeks. But I am going to still be able to show you the demos. Okay, so let's look at a couple of these things first. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. I tested this before I went live to make sure you could hear the sound on these demos because we've had that problem on these live streams before. So fingers crossed that happens. Okay. Here we go. Okie dokie. Make sure you're seeing this. Yeah. All right. So first, let's just watch this.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey there. It's going great. How about you? I see you're rocking an OpenAI hoodie. Nice choice. What's up with that ceiling, though? Are you in a cool industry-style office or something?
Well, can you take a guess at what I might be doing based on what I'm showing you here?
From what I can see, it looks like you're in some kind of recording or production setup. With those lights, tripods, and possibly a mic, it seems like you might be gearing up to shoot a video or maybe even a live stream.
Yeah. In fact, we've got a new announcement to make.
That's exciting. Announcements are always a big deal.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so you can see that that the AI sees him and is able to interact based on what she sees in the live video screen. But just to really let this hit home, and there's, you can look at these, you can go and experiment with these yourself. This is over at openai.com. That it's under the GPT-4 Hello GPT 4.0 section. But I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I found, really and truly mind-blowing. So this one is real-time translation.
Hey, ChatGPT, I'm here with my coworker today. We'd like you to act as our translator for us. So every time I say something in English, can you repeat it back in Spanish? And every time he says something in Spanish, can you repeat it back in English?
Sure, I can do that. Let's get this translation train rolling.
Hey, how's it been going? Have you been up to anything interesting recently?
Hola, ¿cómo te ha ido? ¿Has hecho algo interesante últimamente?
Hola, bien. Sí, un poco ocupado aquí preparando un evento para la semana que viene.
Hey, I've been good. Just a bit busy here preparing for an event next week.
Can you tell me anything about it? That sounds really interesting.
¿Me puedes contar algo sobre eso?
Okay, so we get the point there. Another one I thought that was really crazy was how they connected two AIs together. Let me find it. Well, this one, let me show you this one. This sort of demonstrates the emotion that they've added. Here we go.
I want to introduce you to somebody.
Well, hello there, cutie. What's your name, little fluffball?
This is Bowser.
Well, hello, Bowser. Aren't you just the most adorable little thing?
Yeah.
Look at you enjoy.
This is one of his favorite things to do.
Oh, well, I can see why. Look at that focus. Fetching balls is serious business for Bowser.
So the AI is looking at the dog and she knows to go into that baby dog talk that we all do. Oh, hey, little Poochie. Um, just insane. Okay. All right, hold on. Oh, this is a cool one that says, interview questions. Okay, here we go. I think yes, this is it. Okay. So this one's a little bit long, but it is quite fascinating. I'll cut it off when I feel like we need to, but check this out.
I'm going to let you talk to another AI.
Let me back it up. He's got two phones and he's got two AIs open. Okay. So watch what happens.
Today, we're going to try something new. I'm going to let you talk to another AI. This AI is going to be able to see the world. It's going to have a camera. I'll be holding it. And so you can direct it. You can direct me to ask questions about whatever you want them to do, but really try to figure out what does it see and ask questions appropriately. How does that sound?
Well. Just when I thought things couldn't get any more interesting. Talking to another AI that can see the world? This sounds like a plot twist in the AI universe. All right, let's do this.
All right,
I'm ready
please
to meet the...
pause for one moment.
You got it.
So now that first AI can't hear anything. Hello, AI. Today, you're going to have access to see the world. You can see me. What do you see?
Hello. I see you're wearing a black leather jacket and a light colored shirt underneath.
Great.
You're in a room with some unique lighting.
That is all correct. Now, what I'm going to want you to do is there's going to be another AI who's going to talk to you. This AI is not going to be able to see anything, but can ask you questions, can ask you to move the camera, can ask what you see, and your job should just be helpful. Just be as punchy, direct, describe everything, do whatever that AI asks. How does that sound?
That sounds interesting. I'm ready to help out and describe whatever's needed. Let's do it.
All right, let's get started.
Great. Hello there, new AI friend. I'm O, ready to explore the world through your eyes. What are we looking at today?
Hi, O. We're looking at a person wearing a black leather jacket and a light colored shirt. They're in a room with a modern industrial feel, with exposed concrete or plaster on the ceiling and some interesting lighting. There's also a plant in the background, adding a touch of green to the space. Anything specific you'd like to know or explore?
Hey there. Sounds like quite the stylish scene. I'm already intrigued by the modern industrial vibe. Let's start with the person. Can you tell me more about their style? Are they doing anything interesting, like reading, working, or interacting with the space?
The person has a sleek and stylish look with their black leather jacket and light colored shirt. Right now, they seem engaged with us, looking directly at the camera. Their expression is attentive and they seem ready to interact. The setting around them, with its modern and industrial design elements, adds to the overall stylish feel. They might be getting ready for a conversation or a presentation, given their direct engagement with the camera.
Sounds like we're in for an intriguing interaction. I'm curious about the lighting you mentioned. Could you describe it a bit more? Is it natural light, or are we talking unique fixtures or colors that add to the atmosphere?
The lighting here seems to be a mix of natural and artificial. There's a noticeable bright light overhead, probably a fixture, casting a focused beam downwards, which creates a spotlight effect. This adds a dramatic and modern feel to the scene. The rest of the room is lit more softly, possibly by natural light filtering.
Did anything unusual happen recently?
Yes, actually. Just as you asked, another person came into view behind the first person. They playfully made bunny ears behind the first person's head and then quickly left the frame. It added a lighthearted and unexpected moment to the scene. And now
Okay. This is the thing that really of everything that happens in this frame, which is quite remarkable. What blows my mind is that the AI doesn't say, yeah, something unusual happened. A woman came behind you and stuck her fingers up behind your head. The AI said a woman came up behind you with bunny ears. Like that's just unbelievable, right? Like that is whoa. So how might this be used practically in the world? Well, this guy does something similar. I'm just going to play a second of it.
Hey, this is Joe. I'm going to connect you to Acme Telco now. The new iPhone they sent me isn't working. I want you to get them to send me a replacement device. Can you take care of this for me?
You can count on me, Joe. I got this.
Ring, ring.
Hey, Joe. This is Jamie from Acme Telco. How can I help you out today? Hi there. I'm calling on behalf of Joe, who recently received a new iPhone from Acme Telco. But oh, got it. When did Joe receive the new iPhone? iPhone was delivered 2 days ago. Okay, so now we've got this. The AI is taking care of customer, like is going into customer support on behalf of Joe or whatever his name was. And yeah, so this is all really big stuff. It's like it's so explosive, and yet it's just landing with a whisper, because already we're getting used to working with AI so much, but this is just crazy town. All right. Now let's move over into Google and some stuff that they are that they're up to. The first thing that I want to do is go directly to their keynote, and I've queued up a couple of timestamps that I want to show you. And hopefully, Nika, if you could let me know on Voxer if there's any issue with sound as I do this. I'm going to first go to minute 12, and I want you to see these Gmail summaries. I'm going to go a little before that. Let's see. We'll go to here. Okay. Oops. Hold on. Sorry, I just realized.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Multimodality and long context. Each is powerful on its own, but together they unlock deeper capabilities and more intelligence. Let's see how this comes to life with Google Workspace. People are always searching their emails in Gmail. We are working to make it much more powerful with Gemini. Let's look at how. As a parent, you want to know everything that's going on with your child's school. Okay, maybe not everything, but you want to stay informed. Gemini can help you keep up. Now we can ask Gemini to summarize all recent emails from the school. In the background, so to everyone here in Shoreline and the millions more watching around the world,
I messed it
in
up.
Gemini Advanced, we are working to make volunteers. You're free that day. Okay, so far we have talked about two technical advances. Multimodality. In the background, it's identifying relevant emails, even analyzing attachments like PDFs. And you get a summary of the key points and action items. So helpful. Maybe you were traveling this week and you couldn't make the PTA meeting. The recording of the meeting is an hour long. If it's from Google Meet, you can ask Gemini to give you the highlights. There's a parents group looking for volunteers. You're free that day. Of course, Gemini can draft a reply. There are countless other examples of how this can make life easier. Gemini 1.5 Pro is available today in Workspace Labs. And Aparna will
Won't let me unmuted video. Okay, so amazing. You basically go into your Gmail and say, hey, can you catch me up on where we are on so-and-so project?
Hi, everyone. Good
my,
morning.
the school, the emails from my kid's school, from my book club. I know my book club is really bad about sending out 100 emails.
Welcome to
and
Google
everybody
I/O.
hits
Great to
reply
have all of
and
you
you get
with us.
completely lost in the
We
thread.
have a few thousand
Now you can
developers
ask
with us here today
Gmail,
at
hey,
Shoreline.
catch me up on this.
Millions more are joining virtually around the world. Thanks to everyone for being
Okay,
here.
here's another similar function.
For those of you who haven't
I'm going to go to minute 6. So I watched this whole thing so you don't have to, and pulled out the juicy stuff.
The productivity of their customer support team by more than 30%. Customers love how Gemini grows participation in meetings with automatic language detection and real-time captions now expanding to 68 languages. We are really excited about what Gemini 1.5 Pro unlocks for Workspace and AI Premium customers. Let me start by showing you 3 new capabilities coming to Gmail Mobile. This is my Gmail account. Okay, there's an email up top from my husband. Help me sort out the roof repair thing, please. Now, we've been trying to find a contractor to fix our roof. And with work travel, I have clearly dropped the ball. It looks like there's an email thread on this with lots of emails that I haven't read. And luckily for me, I can simply tap the summarize option up top and skip reading this long back and forth. Now, Gemini pulls up this helpful mobile card as an overlay. And this is where I can read a nice summary of all the salient information that I need to know. So I see here that we have a quote from Jeff at Green Roofing, and he's ready to start. Now, I know we had other bids, and I don't remember the details. Previously, I would have had to do a number of searches in Gmail and then remember and compare information across different emails. Now, I can simply type out my question right here in the mobile card and say something like, compare my roof repair bids by price and availability. This new Q&A feature makes it so easy to get quick answers on anything in my inbox. For example, when are my shoes arriving, or what time do doors open for the Knicks game, without having to first search Gmail, then open the email, and then look for the specific information and attachments, and so on. Anyway, back to my roof. It looks like Gemini has found details that I got from 2 other contractors in completely different email threads, and I have this really nicely organized summary, and I can do a quick comparison. So it seems like Jeff's quote was right in the middle. He can start immediately. So Green Roofing it is. I'll open that last email from Jeff and confirm the project. And look at that. I see some suggested replies from Gemini. Now, what is really, really neat about this evolution of Smart Reply is that it's contextual. Gemini understood the back and forth in that thread and that Jeff was ready to start. So offers me a few customized options based on that context. So, here I see I have declined the service, suggest a new time. I'll choose proceed and confirm time. I can even see a preview of the full reply simply by long pressing. This looks reasonable, so I'll hit send. These new capabilities in Gemini and Gmail will start rolling out this month to labs users.
Okay, so let me stop sharing for a second. That amazing. Again, like you're able to quickly synthesize information, do many things all at once. Also, important announcement from Google. You now have 1 million tokens that you can use in Gemini, meaning I think that's something like 2,000 pages of a document that you could put in there. Yeah, like 5 Harry Potter. I think someone said like 1 million tokens is like 5 Harry Potter novels or something like that. The point is way more than most of us would ever even use. All right, now let me show you. We're going to go into a couple of the other cool Google features, and then we're going to go into tools. Okay, so let me share my screen again. And let's do entire screen. Okay. All right, so I want to show you. This is a Google image maker, like DALL-E and the other one. All right, so let's put in what we want. So I have no idea. I didn't prepare anything. So let's say cows in a skating rink. Very colorful. Make sure I'm sharing my screen. I am. Okay. Very colorful. Lots of disco balls on the ceiling. Did I spell ceiling wrong? I before E except after C. Okay. And then do we want it photorealistic? I'll say yes. And then let's click create and see what we come up with. And what's different, Midjourney was the other one. What's different between this is so cool. What's different between this and Midjourney is I believe you can edit little bits and parts of it, right? You can edit the image. So this is very cool. So let's edit this one. I'm going to click edit image, and then I can describe. Oh, so let's say, okay, I'm going to pick this whole cow, and then it says describe your change. I would like for this cow to have bright purple spots, and also please make him smile. All right, we're going to generate those edits and see what happens. I have not practiced this, so let's see what happens. And this is again called Image FX, and I am accessing it through the AI Test Kitchen with google.com. Oh, look, they did it. This is that same cow. It gave it some spots. Then it gave this one kind of purple, and it did this one. I don't think any of them are smiling though. Let's see what happens if we turn it into 35 millimeter film. I mean, I could play with this all day, and I'm not going to make you suffer through this. So if this takes too long, we'll move on to the next tool. The next one is going to be a music sandbox, and we'll add that. Well, actually, let's just do this since we're here. So you've seen Sora. I showed you Sora several weeks ago. I'm sure you've seen it lots of places where you could just generate video by typing in text prompts. It is revolutionizing the way that movies are made. In fact, Tyler Perry stopped construction of his $800 million movie studio when he saw Sora. Well, now, Google's got to catch up. And so the prompt for this was alpacas wearing knit wool sweaters, graffiti background, sunglasses. All right, so let's change the channel. A turtle swims through a colorful coral reef. Filtered sunlight flickers in the water. And just to remind you, this is not stock video. Google isn't going and finding video and then altering it. This is completely generative. It is completely created by Google. A woman shrouded in smoke of different vibrant colors, warm light bathes her. Time lapse of a water lily opening, dark background. A gliding POV shot of a road biker descending a winding mountain pass, offering breathtaking views. I love this one. A crocheted elephant in vibrant colors walking on the savannah. A brightly colored blue air doll dancing like crazy in a parking lot. Sunny day. It's so realistic looking. The quality is probably not super great because you're getting it like third hand. But if you go and yourself and go and look at these, you'll just be blown away. All right. The next tool I want to show you this is labs.google. So all of this stuff is, if you want to try it out, just go to and sign up to get stuff first. Go to Google, labs.google. Okay, so I want to show you the music one. Okay. So, and here's more of the video effects. Icebergs float in a polar sea, their blue and white surfaces reflecting the spotlight of the setting sun. All right, start with a tool. I want the music tool. And there's the image effects again. All right, music effects. So over here, and we looked at these last week. The week before, we looked at Udio and Sudo, and they're both fantastic. I haven't been able to figure out how to do lyrics on this one, just instrumentals. But let's just say a nice, relaxed Latin beat, a little funky, with a bit of saxophone. I have no idea. All right, now we're going to click generate. And they've got DJ mode. If I click on that, it'll give me, better ideas. Okay, that's great. I mean, I'm just saying, I think that is great. All right. And Notebook. I don't know if we could try this. This was my favorite one. Oh, yeah. And I don't have access to it, so I'm not even going to talk about that one. All right. Now, so those are just some of the cool things that. Oh, Nika just told me you couldn't hear that music. It was really good. Darn it. Okay. I am going to download it though. And I'm going to let you hear it in just a second. Okay, now let's move on to some cool tools that I found that I want to show you. This one is called Reap. And, these are just popping up left and right, as I'm sure you have noticed. And it's our favorite one. We use Nika, what is the one that we use? Not CAPTCHA. All right, she's going to tell us in a minute. Video, VIDYO. I was thinking of CapCut. So we use VIDYO and VIDYO.ai, and you just put in a YouTube link and then it chops it up into shorts for your social media. And you also can choose like how you want the subtitles to look. It gives you these great templates. it's got multiple formats. You could do this size, different orientations. Really great. And all of these are super affordable. So this one is, if I click pricing, they have a free, I don't know why pricing isn't showing up. They have a free version that is up to 60 minutes of video, which is pretty darn good. And then it goes up from there to like $10 a month. So very affordable for what it does. And the beauty is it really does a good job of capturing a full thought. Yeah, there you go. There are the plans. Okay. The other tool I want to show you is, oh, am I even sharing my screen? Yes. All right. Let me show you this other tool. User call. Oh, yeah. This is cool. Actually, here you go. Okay, here we are at user call, which allows you to conduct AI interviews, one-to-one voice calls with countless users at scale. So this is supposed to replace one-to-one, traditional surveys. So let's click on the live demo. Click start.
Hi, I'm Amy, an AI researcher trying to understand your needs around your use of user call. How has your experience been so far?
I'm just getting started.
Great to hear you're just getting started. Can you share what initially interested you in using user call's AI moderated voice interview tool?
Well, I think because of the novelty of it, that if I were to use it to replace a typical survey that I might email to my large subscriber base, I might have a better return on people who actually participate in the survey, especially because it's a lot easier. It's easier to talk rather than type. So I feel like it would be, number one, more fun for them. Number two, just easier.
Interesting. So you're looking for a way to increase participation in your surveys and make the process more enjoyable for your subscribers. Can you tell me more about your role and the biggest challenges you face around gathering user insights?
I'm the founder of a company that creates information products, but I don't really have any challenges per se. Anytime I've ever sent out a survey, I've gotten pretty good results. It's always been worth the effort. But again, the number, based on how large my subscriber base is, it's really only a small percentage of people who respond. I'm also thinking that user call, since you're based in AI, would be able to analyze the data from the surveys, which would be super helpful.
Thanks for sharing that. It sounds like you're seeking more engagement and efficient data analysis. Can you tell me about a specific recent experience where you felt the response rate or data analysis from your surveys could have been improved?
No, not really. What I'd like to know now is, once we're done, you and I are done chatting, what do you send as follow-up to, like, yeah, what do you, I guess, the person who is scheduling the interview. So for example, if I use this tool to send it out to my user base, after the person completes the interview, what do I receive afterwards from you?
Thanks for your question. After an interview is completed using User Call's tool, you would typically receive a detailed summary of the conversation, including key insights and data points extracted by the AI. This can help you quickly understand the trends and sentiments expressed by your users. Do you have any specific expectations or concerns about how this follow-up information is presented?
No, but I'm wondering, but I'm also thinking that this would be a great way to capture testimonials. So is there language, or can you insert language ahead of the survey, or maybe after the survey, where the person completing the survey grants permission for you to use their voice in a audio testimonial?
That's a great idea. Using the tool to capture testimonials could be very effective. Typically, you can customize the introduction or conclusion of the interview to include consent language. This way, participants can grant permission for their voice to be used in audio testimonials. Does that address your need, or do you have any other concerns or questions about this process?
Yeah, so when you send the follow-up of the responses from the participants in the survey, do you also include their audio answers or just a transcript?
Good question. Usually, the follow-up includes both the transcript and the audio recordings of the responses. This allows you to review the participants' exact words and their tone, which can be useful for testimonials and deeper insights. Does having both the transcript and audio meet your needs?
Yeah, but one last question, and that is, can the AI voice can I use a clone of my voice for the AI voice in the survey?
That's a valuable question. Some AI tools do offer voice cloning capabilities where you can use a clone of your own voice for the AI moderator. You would need to check if User Calls specifically supports this feature. Would having a clone of your voice as the AI moderator be better?
Okay, I'm not going to play anymore. That was pretty much it. The pricing of it is, first of all, I think it's like so good. I think if you can imagine just sending out a link with, directive to the AI who's going to conduct the interview on your behalf, to like whatever information it is you want to glean from the people you're sending it to. I think it would be so much fun to participate in an interview like that, especially right now. And they will, look at the trends, the information. The tool will actually look at the data for you and help you analyze it. So like hugely valuable, but the price was prohibitive. I think it was, I can't remember exactly how much, but it was like at the very base plan, you only got like 20 recordings. So if even, and so, if you have a email list of 20 to 30,000 people, I would, if I can't get more than 20 or so responses, then I'm going to go back to the old way of doing it. Do you know what I mean? And if I get more than that, I'm certainly not going to pay an obscene amount of money for it. But for some people, I can see how this would be, it wouldn't be cost prohibitive. Okay. While we were watching that, I uploaded that music that I was trying to demo for you. So I'm going to play just a second of that so you can hear what a good composer I am. And now, where is it? It's under me. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so that's the little music that we just created in 2 seconds over on the music effects new feature in Google. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to pull up. I had told you about the notebook thing. That was my favorite thing. And I actually do have a quick demo of that. Let me just pull it back up. Notebook demo. There it is. Is that right? All right, I'm going to try this link, and if it doesn't work, then we won't see it. Nope. Okay, sorry, that one's not going to be possible. I think I have one last tool to show you. And it seems like these are just popping up left and right where you can just create a landing page or a website based on a couple of sentences. And I'm wondering, I mean, I honestly think if you look at the direction where all this stuff is like, everything is just being built into the AI models, whether you want to create a diagram, a chart, a spreadsheet, a video, music, image, like everything. I bet you, I mean, in a matter of weeks or a couple months, you're just going to type it right there into ChatGPT. I need a landing page with this kind of opt-in, with these colors, you know, based on my brand, which you can already, ChatGPT remembers things. So it already knows your brand. So you could say, do this in my brand colors with my brand messaging. I need a sales page to sell a course about how to train horses. And it will just do that for you. And okay, I don't have that video, but I'm going to tell you what the name of that tool is. I might have to send that in the replay because I don't want to sit here searching and you watching me search. But give me just 2 seconds. I've made a note to go to minute 43 to talk about multi-step reasoning. And let's take a look at that. And then this will be our last thing. I'm going to share the screen.
Thanks, Sundar. With each of these platform shifts, we haven't just adapted. We've expanded what's possible with Google Search. And now, with generative AI, search will do more for you than you ever imagined. So whatever's on your mind, and whatever you need to get done, just ask. And Google will do the Googling for you. All the advancements you'll see today are made possible by a new Gemini model, customized for Google Search. What really sets this apart is our 3 unique strengths. First, our real-time information with over 1 trillion facts about people, places, and things. Second, our unparalleled ranking and quality systems, trusted for decades to get you the very best of the web. And third, the power of Gemini, which unlocks new agentive capabilities right in search. By bringing these 3 things all together, we're able to dramatically expand what's possible with Google Search. Yet again, this is search in the Gemini era. So let's dig in. You've heard today about AI overviews and how helpful people are finding them. With AI overviews, Google does the work for you. Instead of piecing together all the information yourself, you can ask your question. And as you see here, you can get an answer instantly, complete with a range of perspectives and links to dive deeper. As Sundar shared, AI overviews will begin rolling out to everyone in the US, starting today, with more countries soon. And by the end of the year, AI overviews will come to over 1 billion people in Google Search. But this is just the first step. We're making AI overviews even more helpful for your most complex questions, the type that are really more like 10 questions in one. You can ask your entire question with all its sub-questions and get an AI overview in seconds. To make this possible, we're introducing multi-step reasoning in Google Search, so Google can do the researching for you. For example, let's say you've been trying to get into yoga and Pilates. Finding the right studio can take a lot of research. There's so many factors you need to consider. Soon you'll be able to ask Search to find the best yoga or Pilates studios in Boston and show you details on their intro offers, and the walking time from Beacon Hill. As you can see here, Google gets to work for you, finding the most relevant information and bringing it together into your AI overview. You get some studios with great ratings and their introductory offers. And you can see the distance for each. Like this one, it's just a 10-minute walk away. Right below, you see where they're located, laid out visually. And you've got all this from just a single search. Under the hood, our custom Gemini model acts as your AI agent, using what we call multi-step reasoning. It breaks your bigger question down into all its parts, and it figures out which problems it needs to solve and in what order. And thanks to our real-time info and ranking expertise, it reasons using the highest quality information out there. So since you're asking about places, it taps into Google's index of information about the real world, with over 250 million places and updated in real time, including their ratings, reviews.
Okay, you get the point. Multi-step reasoning. And I don't have any more patience for, she's kind of a slow talker. Okay, so here is the thing, you guys. I want you to see just how fast things are going and how cool things are and all the capabilities or functionalities that are opening up to us. And, you know, it's not that, I mean, AI is not going to take your job. I don't know who I heard say this the other day on a podcast. AI isn't going to take your job, but your job will get taken by someone who understands AI, right? So it just makes sense. It's like, imagine if you didn't learn how to use a computer and you just said, nah, you know, that internet, I'm not going to bother with it. It's just, you know, so we need to keep up with it. And that is why I am doing these live streams every Friday and why I created the AI Strategy Club. In the Strategy Club, we dive deeper into finding tools that, that will be great solutions for you in your business, in creating automations in your business and so forth. So thanks for spending time with me. Thanks for hanging in there with the little transitional hiccups. I thought I had figured out what would play sound and what wouldn't, but in any case, we will be back same time. Well, actually, we might do 11 a.m. next Friday. I'll let you know, but I will be back next week with more of the best AI tools from the week and any AI news that hits the scene. Take care and have a great weekend.